Hey, what's up? My name is Jeremy. I am the youth and college pastor from Stadium. And today I wanted to come to you. If you didn't get to come last night to our awesome service, man, I hope to invite you next week because it has been awesome, man. We've been learning so much and the power of God was there. Over 60 people gave their hearts to the Lord for the first time and bowed down and said, God, I give you everything. And God touched their lives. I want to read you something from last night that really stuck out to me. In Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18, it's really powerful. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18, it says this, when I say, and this is God talking, when I say to a wicked man. Now, just so you know, all of us are wicked. You know, you may think of this evil guy running around doing crazy stuff. No, all of us are messed up. And not wicked in a cool way, but messed up in a bad way. We were born like that. We didn't do anything to deserve it or earn it or whatever. It's just part of us. It's like I have a heart in my chest. I have a brain in my head. It's something we were born with. Example, my little cousin. He loves going to my mom and dad's house because he takes the remote control and he goes and he chews on it and he loves to find them. So we gave him fake ones, but for a while he would take the real one, change the channel, and if you tried to take it away from him, he would fall on the ground, he'd just go crazy and get nuts. He would take the remote control, hit things. So for some reason you'll pick him up now and he'll just punch you in the cheek or whatever thing he wants to do. And I'm saying this is that he never learned that from his dad. I don't see his dad running around punching people. We think a lot of times everything we do we want to blame on somebody else. Well, I learned how to do this from this person, or this is why I do this. But the reality is you were born with this thing inside you of wanting to do wrong. All of us have it. We're all wicked men. We all started out that way. Thank God for what he did in my life, and he changed me, man. I'm still messed up. I'll let you down just like the next guy. But inside of me, there is something now that wants to live right. There's something now that I may never be perfect. A lot of people say that Christians are hypocrites. And I agree with you. Some of them are. But for me, man, every day I'm messed up. I think a person that's a hypocrite is a person who doesn't let you know that they're screwed up as well, that they have a lot of problems as well. But a person that comes and says, man, I'm going to let you down too, but I'm just in this journey with you, trying to live with this thing of being wicked inside me. But God says, and he puts it back on us. I think a lot of times we think it's all up to God to save our friends. The crazy thing is, God already did it all. He already went to a cross, he died, he did everything he needed to do. He brought in the victory. It says that he defeated the gates of hell. Man, he went around, told the devil, here's what's up. I'm going to let you know I'm the new sheriff in town. He did everything. And now we're going to ask him to do more? God's looking at us to do what we need to do. God said, I gave you the power. I live inside you. And he says this, he says, when I say to a wicked man, you will surely die. Now look how powerful this is. And you do not warn him, meaning us. We do not warn him or speak out or yell out or dissuade him from his evil ways in order to save his life. If we don't tell people about the love of Christ that is there as opportunity for him, that evil and wicked man will die for his sins. Then he says this, and I will hold you accountable for this man's blood. Wow. That God's actually going to hold us accountable. Not just that maybe I should do this or be a good thought, or those super Christians or those weird guys like Pastor Jeremy, those kind of people, yeah, they're going to help do it all. No, that if we don't, God says when you get up there, he's going to hold you accountable for their blood. Now I'll tell you this, in high school there were a lot of people that I let down. One of my friends in the end year of my last year committed suicide. And he did that and I knew in that moment that I had all the opportunities to tell him about God. Here's the deal, why I do what I do it because I'm never going to let God down again. I made a choice after seeing my friend pass away, after seeing him take his life, that I had every opportunity to tell him about God, and I didn't do it. In years, I had to ask for repentance and ask God to forgive me and take that guilt and that shame off. And I want to tell you, generation, that you don't have to do that. That today you could be a witness. How cool is it? It says this then after that. I will hold you accountable for his blood. Then it says in verse 19, but if you do warn the wicked man, and even if he doesn't turn around from his wickedness or from his evil ways, and he dies of his sin, if he dies, he says, you will still save yourself. So God says, if you do it, even if he doesn't listen, I won't hold you accountable anymore. It's back on him. Teenagers, generation, we got to rise up. It says in Proverbs 11:30, it says that he who wins souls is wise. It also says in Luke 15:10, it says that all of heaven and God himself rejoices over one person that comes in. You know what I'm saying? We had 60. All of heaven was standing. Angels, people singing, shouting, dancing. They were going nuts because of one person who gives their life to God. Matthew 28 is the Great Commission. We got to go out and make disciples. It's not the Great Omission. God doesn't need power. If you look at it, God dipped his hands into chaos. There was nothing. The world was formless and void, and he created the earth, everything we see. God doesn't need power. He has all the power. He spoke the sun into existence. God doesn't need power. God doesn't need beauty. God already has all the beauty in the world. You could take one look at the Grand Canyon and know it's breathtaking. God's beauty is astronomical. It'll mess you up to see God's beauty. But there is one thing that God needs. God needs you. God needs us. He needs us as a generation to rise and do something about what he's given us. He's put something inside you to change a generation. Now I know I'm getting excited because the devil can't make me feel guilty anymore about not telling people about God. It's time that we rise up. It's time we get sick and tired of getting sick and tired. It's time for this generation to rebel against the world. It's time for us to lead the orchestra. To lead the orchestra, you got to turn your back on the crowd. It's time for us to walk away from who we were yesterday and walk into who he's calling us today. I know I'm excited. I'm not preaching at you. This is a thing inside of me that I cannot live without. Jeremiah said it's like a fire shut up in my bones. He said this in Jeremiah 29. He said it's a fire. If I hold it in, if I keep holding it in my mouth and I don't get it out, it's got to come out. He said it's like a fire. He said this, the word fire actually meant that he was sick. It was like a fever. He said, God, your word is so powerful and what you've done with me is so powerful that if I don't get it out, I am sick. I'm messed up. I don't even want to live anymore. And he said, I got to get it out. It's this passion that comes from inside of you. I'm looking for a bunch of crazy radical students that don't want to sit back anymore and hear people say that God isn't real and God doesn't exist and think the devil is all that. Because I'm going to tell you today, Satan sucks. He'll take everything from you, rip and rob everything you have. He's only here to kill, steal, and destroy from you. I'm telling you this, if you're watching this video and you need something real, there is something real in the house of God. There are churches all over the city. Go find one and get plugged in. If you can't find one, come to the stadium. We're crazy, we're alive, but we party for Jesus. Come party with us. We'd love to see you there. Next week, I'm going deeper in this thing, and you don't want to miss it. See you there.